If you want to keep your insides...
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this? Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute. Indeed. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend. Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand, and you, a delicacy. Were I so lucky? I've no use for the Absolute, or any god. I follow two masters only, gluttony and greed. The goblins understand my appetites. They sate my hunger for gold. And the rest sate my hunger for meat. Boss Goblin give gold. We check brand. Good deal. No talk. I am, by all accounts, a student of higher commerce and extortion. Make me an offer. Tempt me. A brilliant notion, and a boon to my aching belly. We have a deal, my tasty kibble. Take my bone horn. One blow, and the ground will quake with my family name. Use it when the need arises, and never a moment before. Ogre kill everyone around, then Ogre eats them. Well spoken, indeed. Ogre kill everyone around. We follow, and this land proves part. We will keep close.
Let me work my magic. Sharp as ever. What a day. Someone there?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Don't be shy.
still in control. Just. Something over there.
What's that?
Let's see what this does.
I saw you training those children. They were so gentle. That's...
Shadowheart's attention is fixed upon the contents of an old journal.
We should keep moving. Nothing. The trick of the light.
Something good here, I hope.
Ah, how sweet. I used to sneak out to play this with the lower city kids.
How long do you think he can scream?
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
Go on then! I should think it. Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly.
Stop this thing!
Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights. What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly. You want this little cave lurking, what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest. The goblin's nostrils flare, as if trying to judge you through smell alone.
We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us. Move it!
Fresh meat. Scared meat. Yes.
What are you waiting for? Cut me loose! Oh, Maga Kamara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes? Nothing? My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's... I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Let's get on with it.
Let's get going. All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Eager for battle.
Where am I needed? How delicious.
can't afford to stay idle.
What a charmer.
Keep it together.
Speak.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey. I don't know what you mean. It's nothing, really. You're not going to let this go, are you? You might wish you had. I worship Shah, the Mistress of the Night. It is my holy mission to oppose Selûne, her teachings and her followers.
It hurts.
Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it. True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner. Gladly.
The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it... I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, it's less difficult than you might imagine. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate... I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than...
I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely. Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle. I am indeed a disciple. I assume you've heard of her? Well, if that troubles you, perhaps you should Ah, but there's no bailiff here, is there? Just, we're in this together. But I'll happily go it alone. My faith will keep me company. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? She took me in when no one else would. She's my mother. But you know all this, of course. Only a pity that more don't reject the Selûnite's lies. What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's a deal. No, I can't. I mean, I literally can't. Shah's secrets must be preserved above all else. I have had certain memories suppressed. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be... Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
I think I know what you mean. There's an undeniable... Easily remedied, if you like. I know a place. Not just yet. Let's choose our moment. Some quiet night, when the others are asleep and there's no distractions.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely liking you. I think I'm a different person, owing to you.
Speak.
What's the story? Yeah, let's go straight there. Just to say, by the way, they're not really paladins. Lackeys of the Archdevil playing dress-up as paladins of Tyr. No honor among devils. I don't think so. But, as for what's going on in your mind, maybe in mine, I'm certain there are answers out there. We'll find them to... Well, look. You've said it. Right out loud. Or at least make sure you're channeled in the right direction. I've got enough enemies who could do with a good bloodletting, you know?
Well met.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
How can I help?
Shadow. Such a grim name for such a beautiful flower.
I heard you mumbling that line to yourself earlier. It needs more work.
Fortunate for his tongue, he didn't say it to me. Caught in the act of killing. A fight is unavoidable now.
Come on, then.
No holding back.
Worth a try.
No gloom, all doom.
Time to push my luck again.
in my best interest.
So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
What's in here?
I warned you, soft meat.
With finesse.
May the dice roll in my favor. blade will not bend. Just what to do.
Come on, can't stay idle.
The cub looks from you to his dead mother.
Wake. Hungry.
A single strike will end his suffering.
It hurts.
Hungry. Food.
You watch, speechless, as the cub begins to eat his mother.
The cub has a fighting chance now.
That, or we've just prolonged its misery.
Mercy. Of course.
I bet that will fit in my pack. An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
Oblivious to your presence, the cub continues.
We survived! I can't believe we survived! Sir. What now? Stronghold, right. Ed said something about the gob. Thank you, true soul.
Road to Baldur's Gate is a long one. Who knows how long it'll take these folks to get there on foot.
If they make it. They're slow, vulnerable. Half or more will die long before Basilisk Gate.
Doesn't
This
seem to
chieftain's
trouble
pretty
you a
fragile.
jot.
I've a mind to end their
What good
misery
would it do
myself.
for me to be troubled? We can't save them all.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
You were never on my good side.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you. Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be...
Blackets will be done.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Yes?
Eager for battle.
Where am I needed?
What am I to do?
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
What's next, I wonder?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Keep your feet planted.
Lovely day, this. For now.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormyr, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. It's not every day one meets such a cavalier sinner as yourself. A true, bloody pleasure. Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere.
I don't like this at all.
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Fuck. A Cambion.
Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that. Everything is for sale. And you do well to sell while your stock has value. In desperate times, the price of honor plummets. Perhaps you haven't yet realized how desperate these times are. You will. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow and steal, exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
That's what separates us from the devils, soldier. They think our greatest strength is a weakness.
I've always wondered what a laughing mind flayer sounds like. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
This devil, Raphael. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell. Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my Queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy. Githyanki Knights, the riders that chase the Nautiloid. They are the commissar. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. To wield a Kithrak's silver sword is my destiny. I will earn my queen's favor. And I will conquer every layer of hell should... The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to penetrate the hells, but I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon.
Bloody hells. Literally. No matter. Now, as for this, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
Anticipation. She is testing you somehow. About Raphael.
No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very... not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is. Good. That's what I wanted to hear. He's clever. My order uses the same... You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. When actual pain comes, there were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us. Perhaps you did see. Sowing doubt is an old trick. Watch out for it. Fine. What's on your mind?
Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely liking you.
Can't believe that devil just took us into the hells with a snap of his fingers. If I see him again, I'll wring his neck. I knew I liked you. Raphael was his... I'm not playing. Glad you're not either.
The devil with the silver... An old fairy tale my father read to me. A farmer made a deal with the devil. So the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think? Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer. No matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great. That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes, he'll require of you only what you're least ready to put, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up, but the devil won't take just...
Now there's a bloody shop around, he said. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far. Maybe. But all that, take your... He reminds me of... Well, creatures like them don't play games. Unless they know they can win. Maybe. But he's not the only one spinning a web for us. This is no ordinary mind flayer parasite. Who tampered with it, and why? What do they have planned? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door?
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Fighter to dine with a devil.
Yes, they offer you an apple, but they're the worm that... Still, don't let his bluster fool you. All that... I think he wants something from us. Badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity. There's no such thing as an absolute...
Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager.
If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. Quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
By figuring out his true... Fact 1, there's something very... Fact 2, a devil offers...
Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again.
Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start...
I'm so glad I found... Wait! I'm Althira, a bard from the Grove. I don't mean any harm. Oh, yes, everything is fine. Thanks to you. That's why I'm here. When I'd heard what you'd done, it inspired me. Made me feel brave again. I want to join you. To fight by your side. I want to help people, as you've helped us. I've been running since El Turel. And when we finally arrived at the Grove, we found danger there too. Unless I hide away from the world, I can't avoid it. So I'd rather face it head on. With you. Really? Just like that? Oh, thank you. I won't let you down.
Still alive, so that's progress.
are we slowing down?
I can't wait to hit the road. Where will we go? Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We should probably hit the hay. Although I don't think I'll... We should probably hit the hay.
Hmm?
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? Fine. What's on your mind?
Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely liking you.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Need something?
Speak.
Well met.
Go ahead. I'm listening. You're enterprising. I do not yet need to consume an item.
We should probably hit the hay. Should I write a song? No, they'd probably find it annoying. Winter. I hope we do a good job.
You open your eyes with a lurch, and you are not in your bed. You stand above a body which is in a state of gore nearly beyond recognition. The body of that brave girl who earnestly swore to devote her life to your cause. Her blood covers you, and its warmth feels like the embrace of an old friend. You recall nothing of how you ended up here, but your head pounds and aches. The throbbing in your skull will hardly let you think, let alone remember. There are dozens and dozens of wounds on the corpse. The killer did not stop savaging it, even when she was long gone. And your dominant arm aches. It aches from stabbing over and over. No matter how it appears, the body is there, and her blood is on your hands. The question flows through your mind. Who are you, really, that you could be guilty of such bitter business? Something wicked must have woken you. The contemptible pervert within must have lavished slash after slash upon the girl. But where, oh, where could that monster have come from? If only you knew yourself better. You don't have much time for reflection now. You need to act. You may only have a few moments before the others awaken and begin to cast blame for the hot sin before you. You scrub yourself until your hands are cold and raw. You can tell the blood is washing away, but your heart mourns its loss so dearly. If you are fortunate, no soul will be able to know you were behind this murder. You wonder if your misdeed will be noticed.
By the gods themselves. What kind of nightmare is this? I'm going to say something I'm confident we're all thinking. Was this your doing?
It is dangerous, wandering around at night. You could bump into anything.
Your guilt is safe. For now. As the Inquisition departs, you are left alone with a familiar headache. One more failed adventurer.
Yes? Darling, lead on.
Speak.
Well met.
How can I help?
Hey, soldier. Let's go, go, go.
May the darkness protect you. Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes. Perhaps you're right. But there's little we can do about it just now. Maybe a way will present itself in time if late.
All right, some company. Shah's blessings upon you. Fine. What's on your mind?
Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolutely... Call me Mizora. I'm Will, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried up.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. Zariel said...
You told...
How precious.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Karlak meets the criteria, pet. Trust me on this.
The point? Oh,
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
What the hell's... The promise broken?
Get used to the new form, pet. Now, let's see how the
Karlak, keep an eye... I'll be keeping my...
Oh, and Will?
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could... Copper for your thoughts. Help me kill those paladins of Tyr, and I'll tell you. A bit of good gossip for your good... We were both part of Zar. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but she favored me like a child favors a cat. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a... I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
I hope Mizora flies into the blades of a windmill for what she did to Will. Though...
Fine. What's on your mind?
Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely...
So, Will did the right thing, and it earned him a set of horns.
The Blade of Frontiers in the guise of a devil. I'd remark on the irony, but I'd hate to wait. Still, it took guts to defy...
I can't help feeling Will got off lightly.
Having a devil in our camp will certainly make things interesting. Never a dull day, is there?
God's damn, just look at me. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and... Not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. All these years, it's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and... But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for... I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permit. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heart. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give... Well met. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like I'm... Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentioned... But I haven't seen my Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart. The people will see a curiosity, but I will slay their monsters, keep them safe. And one day they will see a possibility that's kept me awake. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to... The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. I'm so sorry to give you another reason to sleep rest. She won't touch you unless there's something there for her to take. Don't give her so much... Well met.
tonight, you can't chase the thoughts of that poor girl you killed from your head. You wonder what she looked like as she died. Squirming, skewered in abject agony. Your body barely complies. You feel such rushes from your thoughts of the dead woman. Why did she die? The mystery gnaws at your pounding heart.
Me lord, jubilant day! I have found your vile self at last! Sceleritas fell! Your loyal and ever-adoring butler. I followed you, my dear rotted master. We have been parted so tragically long. Oh, one hell of a butler. The most unprincipled servant you have always struck. I found you following the stench of that bard. She reeked across the coast like a piece of dog muck on the road. Such fine work could never... Anyways, I come. You earned this iniquitous prize through your great show of exceptional violence. I'm sure Master will be better soon. A fellow of your fine breeding. I cannot wait until your next act of shameless barbarity. Though I would love to regale you with your... I am forbidden to interfere. Our betters will not allow it. Be true to your...
What do you get up to all day without us,
must lug my guts through this hell.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? All right, some company wouldn't...
Hey, soldier. Help me kill those paladins of... Let's go.
I'm glad you decided to join me.
Need something? Lead on.
Speak.
The air is ripe with magic. Where am I needed?
A long way to go still.
Don't burn yourself.
Well, hello.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Stop. I was fine.
Your mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Isn't that how Mum usually is?
Quiet, you pug.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
Seek and you shall find me.
Oh, action, not reaction.
Can't keep the goblins out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Use that too. Your entire body is a weapon.
No time to dally.
Making me sweat.
Trust no one.
Well, well, well.
Use that too. Your entire body is a weapon.
Wicked.
Oh, the waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Any questions, children?
Everything is clear.